What's up, everyone? Happy Saturday morning live. I am starting this stream off because I hadn't got the times down on that new intro, or it's experimental. Experimental phases. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning. Woo! Yes, as I was just watching in chat, we have daylight savings time here in the U.S. tomorrow, so fall back right now would be 10 o'clock normally. And y'all fell back, so I don't know. So our time zone changes tomorrow. Of course. As soon as I hold on. SE lock and key. For what? You need an extra key made? You've lost your existing? Yeah, I don't have anybody that can come out today. Sorry. All right. Anyway, happy Saturday morning live. 37. Yes. Good morning, everyone. Rune is always first in the door. First. And West, Billy Bob, Night Owl. Good morning. Anthony, Dark Arts. What's up, Doubt? Darcy. Okay, hey, I keep forgetting. Darcy is Gumby. And still hadn't got used to that one. Access Locks, good morning. What's going on, Mike in? Hey, you are waiting for owner of a car to show up. That drives me crazy sometimes. Drives me crazy. Good luck opening it. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about opening cars here in a little bit. Good morning, Lockpicking Patrolman. And Matthew, good morning. Oh, wait, what are we congratsing? Oh, hey, congrats, Axis. Had a little one, had a little human. Brought another little human into the world. Congrats on that. Hadn't turned on my other mic yet, so we're running off this one. So, I wanted to call him Vlog Force, but, well, you know, there's a limit that you can get away with, probably. Yeah, I don't have this mic on yet. I've got the bigger mic on right now, so I'm going to try to... What's up? Good morning, Tennessee Lockpicking. So I've got to... I don't have a whole lot planned for this. We need to move the table like I put in the title. It is holiday season, and I know there's a big thing. It was Thanksgiving, it's Christmas. Well, we have next Thursday, not next Thursday, but the 14th. We've got Fondren Unwrapped, which is like the open house for the area where everybody stays open later and has bands and food. We've done food over the years, but it turns into be just like this big buffet. And, you know, we see people that we may see a few of later on, but, and then it also takes away from, they don't encourage like other people to have food, because like we've done pizza before, because we do a lot of work for some pizza places. So we've had like big buffets of chicken wings and pizza. But they kind of stress that like they want the restaurants, you know, that's like us. That's like the restaurant cutting keys, you know, in a way. So we don't really, we stopped doing that after a couple of times. Plus it ended up just being a big, you know, one parent with 15 kids comes in and wipes out your whole buffet. And when one year we had a problem with the school who was performing do the same thing, they let them loose and they came in and wiped out our whole buffet. So we stopped doing all that, but stay up until like 9 o'clock. We bring our dogs up here, which is somewhat infuriating to have to do, because our biggest German Shepherd stress sheds. So at the end of the day, the vehicle that's transporting it is, you know, dog hair everywhere. And he's okay with riding. It stresses him. It stresses him to do anything. I got an itchy nose again today. Itchy nose means what? More rain or money? Something like that. Somebody's talking about me? Is that ear? I don't know. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Night Owl, that's crazy. Well, I kind of did in the beginning. That's the, I forgot to turn it on. No, thank you. Good call. Yeah, you like my intro? Okay, you like the new music? I know y'all are getting tired of that other music. I listened to it, I was like, wow, that is kind of weirdo music. Come on, what are we doing? Number 2. We want to go number 2. Oh, I think, okay, there it goes. We like number 2 the best. I still hadn't quite mastered this remote yet. I just know solid color and number 2. We go with number 2. So, hey Fred, what's going on? Good morning. Thank you for the reminder on the lock force saying now more people will show up. Hey, good morning, Chef Mel. Oh yeah, but it is cold up there. This is the time of the year here in Mississippi where like the people who really don't like cold weather, which is why they live in the South, freak out over. I don't know why I still have that on. Freak out over this weather change. It just got cold, cool, calm, cool, collected, and forgot to do all that. And there's people that are here for a reason, and because cold weather to them sucks. I personally like it because I hate the heat. Anybody that works outside probably like this. So likes this type of weather, I would think, and most like indoor type people. I don't know, but I like the weather for sure. It lets me layer. We've got today is a 2-layer day, as we say. It's like where you can 2 or 3-layer days. 3-layer days are like it's really, really, really cold in the morning, and then the sun comes out and like knocks out the heat immediately. So you can take the first layer off, and then you still got your long sleeve with the short sleeve. But by 12:30, it's 80 degrees outside. So yeah, down to your short sleeve shirt. So I meant to ask y'all while we are. I don't know why this crossed my mind, but probably because PDX, hey, good morning, mentioned padlock. Anybody know where to get Squire here locally? Is there, or do we just have to order from somewhere over in the UK area? Because I'm thinking about getting one of those. What's the best place to get that big ass padlock that they put up there? I'm sure it's going to have to come from some source overseas. Oh, and that also reminds me, I didn't look on my phone before I plugged it up, but I ordered last week. I talked about the 4 law enforcement. I ordered me some 4 law enforcement only tools, and they were supposed to be here yesterday, and I did not get a package yesterday. Amazon Prime promised me. Kim signed up for that. I was never big into Amazon, but we got Amazon Prime recently, and it was supposed to be here yesterday, and I ran out of time before the live broadcast because I just crossed my mind that the mail didn't come, just like the mail didn't come last week, if you remember. If you're on Saturday morning 36, we talked about Night Owl was really worried about the dang mail person getting here in time, and he didn't show up. I posted this on Twitter. This is crap I posted on Twitter. This is what we were hoping that would show up with the mail. So, long story short, I'm hoping that the mail will show up with my doodads. Zoom in just a bit. I can't autofocus that from over there. But yes, beware the locksmith sticker. So, and also Dal, while you're still here, I don't know if you caught my comment at the end of your live Friday morning for us. Kim sent that sticker package out, not knowing that I meant to actually send you a package. So as soon as I get a chance to get that package wrapped up, because I was also going to send you, since I'm going to be sending some pins out to some folks for Christmassy type holiday packages or whatever. I was going to go ahead and send yours because you're way over there and it takes longer by the time you get yours, and maybe I'll have some more packages out. So anyway, but yes, I was going to thank you for the stickers, Night Owl again. I thanked him on Twitter. And the safety third, no, I have not done my hard hat yet, and it's sitting in the exact same place. I don't often need a hard hat, and also my truck was out of commission for the week while I was waiting on a part to come in, so I wasn't planning on needing a hard hat for anything. If I did, I would have just grabbed it from the shop. And my truck's in a transition phase right now. So anyway, thank you. Yes, and the safety third, they're going to get stuck on. I needed to do a little bit of this. Hold on. Ooh, almost threw that. She was looking up. I'm not gonna throw that. It was gonna be a dramatic part of the intro of the video when y'all were looking out there with the fisheye. What do you think about that fisheye effect? I don't know about that. Gets the whole thing, but that's kind of crazy. So anyway, yes, Dalp, I'll get you. You'll have something else. So, but you'll get some stickers, and I've still got a few of those stickers left. So you may even get one on the outside. Kind of like the movie where Tom Hanks gets stranded on the island, and she had drawn on the package. It always reminds me of that scene in that movie. Anyway, that last I left off talking about Shell, Freezing City. Yes, that's not my thing. That's why I live in the South. Cold weather, closed indoors. eBay has the Squires. Yeah, I'll check that. No, it's looking very plain. I still got to figure out how to attach a GoPro. I guess I'm just gonna. What's up, Jeff Moss? Good morning. I got to figure out how to do a GoPro mount on it too, which I'm sure is wildly against regulations. But I did take the flashlight off, and I was playing with it at home, and that's a really good flashlight. I might say if you're interested in a floodlight. Now, I will also say it really, just from me experimenting with a little bit outside. So when you're looking at something, like say if you're on a panel in the dark, if you have too centered of a beam on it, it will reflect and cause like eye problems. But there's like two settings on that flashlight, and it does do a really good job of illuminating a bigger area. Just like really quick testing, I might do some type of video on that. Then I was thinking, well, yeah, and it's magnetic, so you can stick it on stuff. However, the way the beam is, it almost is like almost 100% only effective if it's snapped on the hard hat. I could see how that was like the ultimate use for it. All the other uses, you could use it for certain things, but you know, with a magnetic mount, you're gonna stick it. You have to have a perfectly angled one the way the beam is. Anyway, it's a good flashlight though. So I took it off and was playing with it at night, looking for possums in the yard. I think after our big one, he didn't mean to kill the baby possum, but he was carrying it around and it killed it. So I think all the possums have gotten. I don't have any GA blanks, Jeff. Don't have any. I'm sure if you clean half your bench off, you'll find 30 or 40 yourself, right? Speaking of, I was going to go over to the key machine. I've actually got some GA blanks that I was going to cut, because up until I got those, I really had no reason to carry them because I do pre-cuts. So I was actually got some out to have a list of pre-cuts ready to go as well. And also, I might add, I'm probably going to need to do that. I need to go ahead and go back over some of my records. But it is election season for us here in Mississippi. We're about to get a new governor for the great state of Mississippi with their gun commercials and stuff. Trump came to Tupelo last night, which is at the north half of the state. If you're states like this, and Tupelo's way up here, kind of closer to Memphis area, really. So it's 3 hours from here. But yes, election season. But the one good thing about that is if a certain people win, I get to change locks. So hopefully all the voters in Mississippi will make good choices, and that will assist us as well. Hillman blanks. I see them all the time. Hillman are made, correct me if I'm wrong, in China. Because Hillman's a big hardware store one here. And I'm pretty sure some of them say China on them. I've seen a few eyeballs with Taiwan on it. It's either going to be China, Taiwan, but most likely the ones from Taiwan are from China and rebranded with Taiwan. Probably. Yeah. Seems like they wear pretty quick, because, just thinking back to all the old hardware store keys that come in here all the time, It just seems like they wear faster to me. But if it's all you have for a particular task, then... Oh yeah, access helmet blanks. Yeah, access blanks. Do you sell access blanks, access locks? He's like, no, shut up. Yeah, I did have a few questions for you guys. Oh no, going back, what I was waiting on was that thing. Crap. It's a thing that you slide down behind a gate guard and pop the latch. There's two of them, a small one and a big one. And that was supposed to show up yesterday. I forgot I never finished that thought. And now I'm mad about that. Frowny face. Big old frowny face. Hopefully it'll come today. I'm kind of wondering how it was shipped. I'm sure they ship them all the time, but if it was in one of those bags, and those are sharp, pointy, flat bars of steel, basically, is all it is. I can see them slicing out of their package in transit. Imagine that wouldn't do good for conveyor belts and stuff in the facility. Clark is in. Excuse me. Clark Security. I'll have to check on that one. But again, that big, like, who's gonna, in the US, who's gonna stock that big padlock for resale? The only reason, that's such an oddity. The only reason I want one is for, to be like, somebody like, I want the biggest padlock you got, and plunk, shplunk, out on the counter. And then show them the price tag of it. And, somebody may buy it, because it's not like, they could do the same thing as order it, but, I don't know. Thinking about getting one of those big padlocks, just for that particular set of circumstances. Clark is Annixter. Yeah, I saw somebody post on Facebook, or whatchamacallits, Flake's Facebook page. Do you guys sell to the public? I'm like, well, if they didn't before when they bought McDonald Dash, they certainly do then. I don't know, Annixter. I don't know. This quotes you higher than retail. That's so frustrating. And also, another frustrating thing is, and I didn't take a picture, I didn't load the picture. I ordered from this place in Florida, right? A sliding door lock. Now, it's the windows and door parts or something like that. Window and door parts.us. So it was relatively pain-free getting it in, but it was the wrong one. And then when I called back, it was just like a 20-minute back and forth as to what they sent me and what was in the bag, and I kept trying to tell them it was the wrong. The way it was sent to me, the outside was kind of right. The inside was supposed to be a surface mount patio door lock. There's mostly mortise sliding door locks, right? And most sliding doors, you can just put a broomstick in. Well, back in the 50s, 60s, there's a complex that was built over here, and they had all outside sliding doors. So there was no way to broomstick it because the active part was slid on the outside. And you're like, well, just put a surface mount thing. You've done videos on the slidey, whatchamacallit, cow double bolt locks. Well, she wants access from the outside. Long story short, there is no real good full-size cylinder, Weiser type keyway or Schlage type keyway, sliding door lock that's surface mount. And long story short, finally got one, finally found this one after like her waiting forever, and wrong one. And I called them Friday. I didn't catch it till Friday afternoon. And they're like, okay, after 20 minutes of back and forth, they ended up going, well, no problem, we'll get you another one out. But yeah, I got to wait another 2 or 3 days for it. So, and this customer's already been waiting forever. She did have pins that were in the, somebody had drilled. That's going to be a messy refit for me. But pins were done, so I'm probably going to have to rivet the outside where those those pins were done through the window because they drilled straight through both frames. And she didn't know that. Nobody apparently knew that until she realized that there were holes there and she could poke the patio door pin through. So long story short, now we're waiting again for 3 days, and it's going to be like Wednesday before it gets here, if they get it out Monday. But they did carry a large selection. Hopefully they get the new one out, right? You know, can't keep putting them off forever. Has anyone found that guy's bumper on the street yet? I didn't see it at any point when I was driving home out of this area. So, oh, you know, I got a rant. I've got a rant about Jet. Thanks for mentioning Jet Access Locks. I'm getting irritated that Flake's selection is PLS. This is going to be a whole separate video. It's gone, like everything you try to order from Flake, it was like a year ago, right? I was like, okay, hey, I don't know why I'm saying like so much. Send me 50 RU47. I wiped, somehow or another, I didn't do it. Somebody wiped out the SC4 nickel silver selection from both Flake, Acme, and a couple of other places. But I've noticed, like, they're coming PLS now, and they're quick to point out, PLS is made by Jet. PLS is made by Jet. Well, yeah, but Jets, I could get a 50 count box, and they were sold loose, like this LSDA, which out of all LSDA products, I might add, these are made in the U.S. I think Ilco makes these for LSDA. But anyway, and they come in 10 count plastic bags, which is great for stock in warehouse levels, because people can buy a bag of 10 or whatever, but it drives me crazy having to open all those bags. And I know they're made in the same place, but I don't know. I don't know if I've cut so many freaking keys and inhaled so much key dust that, like, I can feel the difference in one to another. It's like you could put no names on them, and I could tell you, yes, that's definitely PLS. That's definitely straight up Jet. That's LSD. I don't care how many of them are made in the same factory. They do something different, to me anyway, that makes them different. And I just love Jets. Plain old Jet. 50 count box RU46s, D1s. I use original Sergeants, but like all the other stuff, D1s and anything nickel silver, SC4s, I love theirs. Baldwin, nickel silver, those are kind of getting hard to get. Ilco, but yeah, I think JMA, and don't get me started on JMA. I know a lot of you guys use them, but it's just irritating to have to cut the bags open. I just feel like it's such a waste of plastic, number one, because we don't really have a good plastic recycling place. Good morning, Bobby Keys, what's up? I was just starting to watch your video before I ran out of time, and I saw that somebody did not get their prize from Bobby Keys, so he posted an update video, which I didn't have time to go watch. Yes, like I mentioned, oh yes, I did have, let's go back to the questions. I got off on a tangent. We have, this was kind of funny. Speaking of distributors, all right, multi-tools. We all love tools, right? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. What y'all think of that multi-tool right there? Is that something you'd strap in your belt and go mortise a door jam with? And you only have to spend $300 to get that fine piece of hardware, which is not a big deal for us. Half of our orders are over that, but so I may end up be doing a test on that. Y'all want to see a video on that? I can easily order $300 or more from Acme to get me a multi-hammer screwdriver, pair of pliers thing with a chunky wood handle. I mean, good try for sending stuff out like that for like loyalty, but come on now. Super Tool 300, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. I know it's expensive and I know it's big, but carrying all the other ones, you can barely get away by using it. This is still a little bit of an issue when you're, I know Night Owl has one of these too that he uses. You have to be really careful when you're turning that on a knob. So you don't have any tools with you, but you have this. You can bust out, fold it like so. Come in there and get a good enough clearance on doorknobs. Let's hide that. Let's hide that silly thing on doorknobs. But when you're turning it, you do have to watch out for your little nail hook there. I've always thought about grinding that off completely because it is fairly easy. No, that'd be a bad idea. I don't know. And I know Night Owl feels the same way about that little nub. Probably. We've never really talked about our nubs, but it's the only bad thing about this. Not the greatest pair of pliers. I don't know if it's just because I've got a screwed up joints. My jaws are replaceable. They need to be replaced. But overall, yeah, let's just stick with the real multi-tools. We can also talk about, since we're doing this was a couple of things at the Harbor Freight that I noticed. Security bit set, and I bought one of these from there. Actually, I think I bought 3 or 4 of them a long time ago. They lasted just fine. They actually seal really well with a top rubber crunchy, like really weatherproof seal, but they don't come with the top anymore. I noticed at Harbor Freight the other day. And before you go, like it's on the back. It's actually not on the back either. There's the back of it. No top rubber seal, so it's totally open now. That was irritating to see. Luckily, I bought them when they still had them. I'm sure you can order those things. I've seen those things sold for like $25, $35 through locksmith places. But honestly, I think from Chinese to stuff it's all the same. I don't think there is a better version of that, unless now the better version includes the rubber seal cap deal. And had a question. I'm trying to source these Medico keys. Jeff, while you're still here, this is right up your alley. I hadn't tried very hard, actually. I haven't looked at any of my references, but I figured that's what Lock Force is for, right? Lock Force. That is it's a Medico key. Like, is this one of those that I gotta fill out the thing and get the authorization for? Because I need blanks. Do you know which keyway or whatever that is? There's the other side of it. And it is coded. There's a code on it. CMK code, I think, something like that. So I'm assuming it's one of those that by the code, and it just fits. Like, one hospital got rid of their lockers, and another hospital was like, "Oh, the cheap lockers, we'll take them." Well, there's only one key with each one. So they were wondering about getting extras made. So, and I just don't mess with Medico enough to know, honestly. Hey,
how's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What can we help you with?
My son's getting his haircut next door, so
Oh, okay.
I just thought I'd walk in here.
Sure.
Never actually been in here. But I do need a new door handle lock, something for my back door. This time of year, everything's not closing or
out of all the houses that I go to. I've never been like, oh, hey, I'm here, and like commute. It triggers, and then there's this delay, a little bit of a delay for it to get to your phone.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Are you going live or something? You got a podcast going? What's it about?
Locks.
Locks? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is it on your website, or do you go?
Oh, it's through YouTube.
Through YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Is that to kind of just promote your store, or just to?
We. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm gonna catch up on comments real quick. Yeah. It's like, oh my goodness. Oh, I was going back on the. Yeah, I need to go way back on comments because I needed answers to some of those questions. Oh, and I want to find about. Oh yeah, let me go back on comments here, y'all. Hold on. Hey JC, what's up? Charles builds crap. Hey, congrats, Charles builds crap. Oh, you got a rebar? I have a rebar too. I like the rebar. The rebar I carry when I'm not working. Like if I just need, because you can make it work too. Rebar's a nice one. It's a lot smaller, and a lot less heavy too. Talking about Leatherman. Hey, Pompey Picker. Good morning from the U.S. Is it still morning? It is still morning. It's 11:36 here. England. Smaller, usually distributor or factory restricted. Yeah, I told him, I was like, I don't know about that Medico key. You never know what people are going to say. I don't know if I had it muted or not muted when he asked if we were live. It's just like, yes, tell you the truth right now, you are. I don't have signs up or anything, but most people, question all this gear that I have sitting out here. All right, so we're back. And basically what we found out was on that Medico key is no good. Almost last thing I had was I had a Schlage lock explode the other day. This doesn't really... To be honest, I don't know how many times you guys have run across the exploded collapsible cylinder cap because I just ordered recently, I may have been in a video, but I just ordered new caps because I was running low on them. And this reminded me that when I took it, I was realized that I was cutting open a new bag of caps from when Schlage sent those out. And this lock lasted 5 years on the business. 5 or more years without blowing off. So when those things first showed up, I was just like, those are not going to last not gonna last at all. But 5 years for a busy commercial type setting that people use daily, compared to what I thought would happen, they wouldn't last a year or two. Surprisingly, they last a lot longer than I was ever thinking. So we need to get up front, don't we? We need to go ahead and switch over to this mic. We were kind of done with all my content for the day. I was going to do two things. We were going to go kind of look at the state of the bench over here, but I'm probably going to do that last so that we can transition back this way. And I'm going to, we're going to move up front right now. Hey, how are y'all?
Pretty good. We want to get a key made.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Oh, shit.
You just scared me. Can we look around at the or is
Now, the choices are here
Oh,
for
okay.
house keys, or it depends on your key.
yeah, it's a house key.
Mm-hmm. We've got these different colors. We've got plain brass, $225. Solid color here, $275. $325 for the prints.
Okay.
And then some of these up here are $4 or $5, $4.50, $5, depending on which one. Now, we'll mention the bigger heads on the keys can cause the keys to break easier.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really recommend the bigger heads, but some people like some of those designs.
This is so cute. I want this one. Huh? So here's the key that got me.
Okay. You just want to do the one, or?
I think. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get this one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I would have never got this key made.
Yeah, I need to find my back.
These out. There's like 5. I made 5.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one in front of the back door.
We still good on that design?
Yeah. I don't care if it breaks. I'll come back and do another one.
If you have trouble locking your door, it can.
I have another key.
If
So.
the door works okay, then you should be alright.
Mhm.
Okay, is that gonna do it for you?
Yeah.
There's your key. Did you want to put that back on your ring
Yep.
instead? Okay. Get you. You have a key ring?
Oh, no, not on me.
Well, I'll attach this to this for you.
Thank you.
Okay. 837.
You have your card?
Yeah, whatever.
Why didn't they have one of these at one time? You're supposed to put that on before you put the ring on. Oh.
think it was this one. But now
We can get that one. Which one? We can get the other one next time. For the
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Y'all have a good weekend, yeah. Oh, I guess we can, no, let's go up front. Let's go up front, y'all. I'm gonna check comments real quick. I gotta get some stuff moved up there real quick. Oh yes, this vanless for a week thing. I've started thinking about the mechanic was like harping on the little ones I don't want, the little bread box van, transits. Good morning, Dan. Next subscriber, yeah. But the little Ford Transits, my mechanic was like, or my new mechanic guy was like, you really need to look at them because they are really cheap to fix. Or the Sprinters. I've also heard the Mercedes Sprinters. Yeah, by train. Night Owl does this work by train. That's tough. That's some tough. Get built up muscles carrying all that stuff around. Frank does come out when customers get wonky sometimes. Lex asked about a weird lock. A link to a retail turns right and then uses another key to open left. That's probably just somebody made one of those keys that I can't remember what you call it off the top of my head, but night lock function, or where you just key it a certain way and put the groove down one side of it. Can't remember. Somebody, Lockforce, what's the name of that? Frank needs a, if we say it, I think I just said Frank 3 times. The Brinks function, thank you, Night Owl. Sounds like that, what that is. Frank is all of us. Frank is all of us who get really pissed off at things and is not afraid to show it. And I know he is floating around here somewhere. But we do have to go up front real quick. We do have to do something. We have to do... So I've been sitting here yapping the whole time. So we need to go up front and do something. Back. First explain Toyota. Oh, yeah. Toyota alarm relockers. For those of you who do not open cars. Toyotas and Lexi. That's plural for Lexuses. I think. I've always said that. Lexi. Fight you when you open it. It's like yank, it flips right back to lock. You got to pull it again. You got to pull it and pull the outside door. And you know what? Manufacturers or people who make airbags recommend every time you see anything about a pump-up airbag, it says to deflate carefully before opening door. Well, you know what? Now when you're dealing with a Toyota or a Lexus, you pop that door open as quick as you can. There's no way to deflate the airbag safely. So yes, I hate those things. Those of you who have never opened cars, just be thankful that it's not, if you do or getting started, they're the worst, especially the Lexi, because you got to be so careful with it. And speaking of, before we move, this is a talking episode, isn't it? Getting late. Oh my gosh. Don't use jiggle keys, like, unless you really, jiggle keys can really screw up your lock. I think we're going to need Frank for this. Let's go up front and do 2 things at once, right? Hey, Lowell, what's up? We need to go up front. Let's switch cameras, switch screens. Let's go over here. And we don't have lost locks this week either, y'all, so that's pretty cool. We do. We'll talk about it. We've got some lost locks. Let's fire up this other microphone. Get it cranked up. Get it cranked down. We are different audio right now. Let's go up front. We got to go up front. I know y'all can hear that. The soft, gentle sound of clothes wrestling upon clothes. We are down to our first layer. What's up? What's up? It's time. Let's get rid of this stupid fisheye. What do y'all think about that stupid fisheye? It's the most ridiculous crap ever, right? Oh, wait. It's the most ridiculous crap ever that I can't get that put on here. No, wait, that's the same thing. That's the same way. There. And we can move this out. We got to talk about some crap over here. What's up? Oh, we need to close the door. We don't want innocent ears to hear things that they shouldn't be hearing, right? I might add, this is a disclaimer that if you are sensitive to certain topics or sensitive to having feelings expressed to you in somewhat of a rude fashion, now might be the time to go take a coffee break. Even that Kim doesn't even know who I am. I heard him talking about it the other day. I heard Kim say, "Who's Frank?" What? Obviously, I'm not around enough. If I've left my broom sitting out here like some kind of junkyard, I know one thing, this bitch doesn't broom. Ain't gonna happen. I don't know what's wrong with this idiot. YouTube is not pulling. Oh, there we are. All right, people, we got to talk about, we have another door closer that got lost, and I'm going to cut this bitch open. Oh, we got to, there we go, comments. Look, we do have a lock we lost this week. It's a simplex combo chamber that is only a few years old. I took that stupid thing off of a gate the other day. And we have a door closer, and I talked about doing, me or somebody doing a video. I think I need my own video series. Door closer that I lost, and I'm going to cut one of these open. Not right now. Don't get excited. And a simplex lock. But in the meantime, we're going to take all this crap real quick and stack it up. And I'm going to talk about a few other things as well. I've been doing some videos on antique locks about, thank you for losing the fisheye. Well, you're welcome, Darcy. Okay. Yeah, I got to get this crap off the table because it's in the way. It's holiday season. There's going to be some, irritating people coming in here wanting room, and maybe a stupid tree in here. I don't know. I don't know if we're doing a stupid tree or not this year in this place. But the main point of this is really to get a lot of this out of the way. Some of this stays in the truck, so we have to kind of leave it up here. But I'm going to just move it because we're going to knock this table down. I have a desire to flip a table. I will say there is a pretty good job that was done in there on the workbench. Let's move it. Yeah, let's go over here. I didn't even look in the other screen to see if we're off center or what. Looks like we're good there. The jiggler keys. Yeah, don't screw around with jiggler keys. You can really screw up your lock. Let me tell you, you know, I'm not overly familiar with these VAG locks, Volkswagen locks, because I don't really work on them. But I will tell you that if you like jiggled a Toyota key, you can screw up the lock. And if you thought screwing up a pin tumbler lock was bad, yeah, wait until you screw up a dang Sidewinder key. And then you're going to really understand what it means to, I shouldn't have done this. This was stupid. What it really means to screw up. Especially if you don't know anything about it or know how to fix it. As some of you know, there is a video out right now on using jiggler keys in certain locks. 7 nice keys, I will say. They look pretty awesome. And as you know, somebody opening cards, you're like, yeah, doing it one time is not gonna hurt. Well, famous last words, right? Yeah, famous last words. I will say that that idiot who bought these plastic shells back here screwed up because they're all bowing right now. Yeah, I know a lot of you people are like, nah, I told you so, but whatever, shut up. Shut up. They'll get moved to the house, likely. Everybody's like, okay, now I want to see the shells. Yeah, you don't get to see the shells. Needless to say, they're just bowing. And once we get this cleared off, I still have a lot underneath to do, which I'm not going to do on video, so don't fret. This is just a quick thing to inspire me, because once I do it, that other idiot that works here has to come out here and you're like, ooh, geez, I'm talking about Jason, not Kim. I don't want to get myself in trouble. I may be pretty outspoken on things, but I'm not going to get in trouble with that woman around here. But that other idiot, Jason, if I do this, that's going to make his ass work the rest of the day fixing this. What's going on with the smoke? Somebody barbecuing? Did y'all see that smoke? Anyway, long story short, jiggler keys are great for automotive use, but don't be getting going around in the parking lots jiggling people's car doors open for them, because you can really screw up the car. It's not a toy. Not a toy. For law enforcement use only. Where is the freaking mail? That's what I want to know. I want to see him show up. He's not going to show up. I got to sweep anyway because this is dirty as heck. But underneath, here we go. We're going to expose the table. Don's! What's up, Don? Plastic shelf. Shut up about the plastic shelves. Ugh. Oh, hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Okay. Just one?
Yes.
Did you want to do any of the colors or patterns, or just a plain brass?
Plain.
243. All right, we're back. Thanks, Frank. No, she didn't say thanks, Frank. That's so rude. Kid was looking in the camera, wasn't he? Okay, what's up? What's up, kid? All right, we're flipping this thing out the way. So yeah, anyway, long story short, if you, and it's dirty as heck, but that'll give him something to do later, all right? Yay! Boom! Such a pain in the butt. And I'm really irritated still about the Amazon thing. I guess I could log in real quick and see what's up with that. This is a heavy table. Don't make them like this anymore. Okay, you're gonna sit right there. But going back to the shelves over there, since they're not gonna work out here, I have plenty of uses for them at home because we've got a closed-in garage that I can use them on. And it'll really help me sort there. So, or I can brace them with PVC. We'll show you that in a minute. Way behind on comments, but I don't care. Tree, aloe tree. I think they need to put. I think this needs to be a Christmas tree. What do y'all think? It's gotten big enough. Oh. Focus. Yeah, there. That thing. It's gonna get to the point where it like eats this. I'm gonna be sitting in here trying to party or something, and next thing you know, the plant reaches out and literally eats this. Pretty sure that I don't need these Schlage EB handle sets up here either. What kind of stupidity is that? We were talking about brass the other day. If anybody wants to come learn how to polish brass, we have an opening for you. It's unpaid, totally. Oh, puppy! Frank loves puppies still. Oh, you missed it. Sucks to be y'all. And a Schlage knob. What kind of nonsense is this? Get out of here. All right, next we're going to go talk about key machines, and I'm personally tired of being here and talking to you people, so I'm going to leave and take this Torx bit with me, so it will never be found again. So yeah, see you. It's so rusted I can't see the size on it. Somebody will trip over that if I don't move it. I gotta get caught up on comments real quick. Brasso. Ugh. Brasso is such a pain in the butt. What's going on, Dons? Yep, 1 million for lockpicking lawyer. He bumped it up. What's up, G Key Man? All I know is I've got a mess I got to clean up front right after this is done. We're going to move the camera real quick over to our workbench and talk a few things about it. Not really a whole lot. The workbench, I can actually do this. Let's just do this. We'll zoom in over there. Look how my workbench is progressing. It got kind of messy again, and it literally hadn't changed at all up there. But it will. That's the next phase. It'll be a video. Everybody's like, woo! But it's got the next phase is definitely going to be the shelves and rearranging that. So that'll actually be a big difference once I do it. And I don't have. Let's move this other camera around because it's got the longer cord. I still haven't had a chance to go by Best Buy yet and get another cord to replace my other longer cord that frayed, that caused the great video blackout of Saturday Live 35. That was horrible. Saturday 36. 5, I think it was. Pretty sure it was the great video blackout of 35. And this one's just more flexible. More flexible. Oh. What's up, Ian Watson? What's up? Boss asked, how many different keys would you say you have? Different types of keys? I don't know, I calculated at one time. Can't remember what the calculations ended up being. Oh, Brasso, yeah, like Night Owl just said about the Brasso. It is so hard to get out of some places. Usually I just end up wiping them down. All right, Doubt, thanks for joining in. And I hope you get your sticker soon, and I'll get that other package out to you. Good night, morning to you. Good night, morning. The state of the benchtop. I have not actually done a proper cleaning lately. This is actually a clue, y'all. This is foreshadowing. It gets really deep back here. Oh, God. I'm glad that little bitty cup's there to catch to catch the debris. But what's funny is this is not going to be a complete thing. I'm just wiping out a couple because I wanted to move it over to the code machine because it's getting a nice little pile going too. We're going to make a mountain out of brass dust stuff, shavings, whatever you call this crap. Over here, it's cotton. I look down and there's already a mountain here. Let's see if we can reach, and lower. Oh, that was just dumb. Oh, I forgot my brush. Really, to properly clean the bench, I've got to do certain things in sequence, one of which is get rid of all these keys. And I'm only doing this because in that last video where we were doing, a comment came up. I can't remember who said it, but they were like, it resonates with me because it's exactly the same thing that's on my bench right now. And it's just, I guess, funny because you have, you know, I have like these little scraps of paper that you drew out. Like this was, undoubtedly, this is probably a GM key of some kind. Like you have all these little scraps of paper with codes and numbers where you've written down stuff to code cut. And if you don't stay on top of it, it just kind of gets out of control, like this little pile here is. And then, of course, you still got to wipe the machine down. So it's kind of like vacuuming dog hair if you've got dogs. And if you have, except this is really sharp, pokey dog hair. Another foreshadowing. You do it once, and then you look back and you see other spots. Like if I wouldn't have seen this, I would have missed it. And then you come over here and you raise this up, and then back here in the crack of the key machine. And then you have to redo it one more time. So it's just like German Shepherd hair. If you have tile floors, you always have to sweep, and then you look down and there's little rolls of dog hair floating past where you just swept. Let's grab the pan that I just had out of here. And obviously I still have a lot to do here. Oh, man. But since the dogs will be coming back up here, even though that's a week and a half away, if I start now and keep a good grasp on it, I'll have the floor clean enough. Got to do a lot of sweeping in the next week. That's what really sucks. Now that I moved that table, now that Frank moved that table, I get to do a lot of this with either a paintbrush or a broom. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm mostly immune to this. That needs accompanying music, right? Speaking of, I got to get to the, I just missed half of that. I got to get to the recycle place as well. All right, let's switch back to cameras. Everybody's getting seasick. Oh, stop it, Jason. So that is also the section of what I'm doing today after we get off of live. Let me fix the tripod things. Going back over, we'll just put that right there for right now. Don't you take my spot. Oh yeah, you know that needs to go. That needs to go up front. Why is that camera zoomed in so much? How did that happen? How did that get zoomed in? Oh, I did that a minute ago. Yeah, that's right. All right, it is way past time to start wrapping this up. Yep, 12:13. Not way past time, but it is time. I'm going to try to stay a little bit ahead of schedule since we don't really have much to talk about anymore. So I'm going to run back over the comments one last time before I have to start finishing that and then working up there. Do I have any interesting old keys in the scrap bin? No, the scrap bin really is all like just quickset and stuff. Any of the interesting keys. And that's about 28. It's all quickset and car, Schlage, quickset. Yeah, so that's some good money right there. That's some good money right there. And the pins. I've got about that much pins. That much being halfway. And that's probably about 12 to 15 pounds by itself. Got us some Christmas spending money. Christmas spending money. And then probably 7, usually what it ends up being is like 50-ish pounds of brass, 700 pounds of scrap iron, LOL, and a little bitty tiny bit of aluminum. Not much aluminum to make it worthwhile. The brass is the like $1 a pound, 90 cents a pound. I don't know. I'm gonna I always call before I take it, even though I still need to take it because just to get it out of here. But I always call for the brass price, and it sadly gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Shop vac the brass. You know, I've always thought about new mount brass more. Yeah. See you, Dons. He already left, but see you, Dons. I've always thought about setting up a COS, a shop vac. Yeah, like a filtered shop vac to just catch. That dude had been sitting in my spot weighing the options on whether he was going to stay or go. And he finally just went. Like he sat there for 5 minutes, and I guess when I moved the camera over, even though it wasn't for him, I guess he saw that and was like, oh, I better go, I'll be on camera. Like this guy. Trying to make the decision. Okay, he already made his decision. Right about now is the time of the day I go put the extra signage out saying no restaurant parking. We are open. I got to open the door back too because it is pretty nice outside. The bags of pins on eBay. You know, I've done that. I've included some of those pins in giveaways before, and I've got actually several boxes of probably stuff that has those in there. But when I make the call to take it to scrap, I mean, that's 12 to 15 pounds of pins. I don't really necessarily I'm going to sell that many. I don't know. I don't know how much they go for. I don't know if it's worth the hassle of doing it compared to just taking it with my scrap brass, 90 cents a pound. I guess it'd make more. I don't know. I'll check the prices on eBay and I'll lowball them by 2 cents. $4.95 for a pack. Okay, $4.97 for a pack. Yeah, okay, well, I'll check the price and weigh my options versus dealing with, you know, posting pictures on eBay and blah, blah, blah. I'll weigh my options on that. I've done it before, but I don't know if I want to do it this time. Set the machine so you can just dump it on large cookie sheets. That's a good idea. But I like the action of sliding out the, let me switch back to cameras. Why am I on that camera? Come back. The action of sliding something off the counter is very satisfying. Alrighty, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because Frank and Kim run the eBay shop. Frank is definitely probably good for one side of that. eBay just sucks, y'all. It used to be decent. We sell, you know, mainly mailbox locks through there. We've never changed our prices. People come and lowball us for a while, and our sales go down, and then all of a sudden they go up. We sold a lot of mailbox locks last month, but then it died off again. So I don't know what the deal is there. All right, y'all get to stay up for this one. Hold on. Is it Wiser branded? You don't need to. On the inside, there's a faceplate that's covering up those screws. If you take a little small flathead screwdriver and 1, 2. There's a plate that covers up those screws. You just have to pop the plate off. On what would be the inside of the door? On the latch? Okay. Yeah, what would be the inside? Right, on what would be the inside of the door, there's a plate that pops on that's covering those screws up. So you just take a little flathead screwdriver and put it in the bottom of the keyhole and kind of pull, and you'll see it start to move out. If it says Wiser and it's an older deadbolt, then that's usually what it is there's a plate covering up the screws on the inside. And sometimes you gotta walk it out around. You gotta have a small flathead. Sometimes you can go around the edges without scratching it, of course, but just kind of lever and twist a little bit, and that it may be mounted incorrectly. It may be the other side that's covered. If the deadbolt was mounted wrong, it may actually be on the other side of the door where the plate comes off, but the plate should be looser on one side than the other. Right, one side will be looser than the other, and it'll feel like it'll come off. But yeah, there's screws behind that plate on one of the two sides. You just have to figure out which. It's supposed to be on the inside of the door, if it was mounted correctly. But on those, since the plate covered up the screws, sometimes people put them on wrong, and it would actually be on the outside of the. No, I'm talking about the deadbolt itself. On the inside of it, where the key goes in, there's a plate. That plate snaps over the screws. Yeah, it's flush sits down in the ring, in the outer ring. So one of the two sides, you can pop the plate off. Okay? Okay, thanks. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, I'm not going to keep repeating myself over and over again, but it's time to log off, y'all, because I've got some stuff I got to do around here. I got to try to do a little bit of filming footage, and of course I get to sweep. Yeah, as soon as he said Wiser, I knew that it was that plate cover up. I couldn't even begin to tell somebody how to. I could, but I'm not. I wouldn't want to try to. Nope. Oh, still muted. Damn it. Thank you. Yes.
Wouldn't want to. Sorry about that. Anyway, went back over what I just said while I was not muted. Yeah, you gotta cut it off at some point. I had to cut it off because I can't keep saying it over and over again. Oh, I had this one going. I had two going.
Oh, I fixed it. Sorry. See what you did? Okay, I fixed it. Sorry, y'all. I can actually turn that guy off. No, I can turn that guy off because we're about to finish off this Saturday morning live. We'll go ahead and kill the power. As I always say, I turn it back on afterward just to bask in the glow of Lock Force as it cheers me on to doing whatever task I set myself up to do today, and that's sweeping and straightening and etc. Here we go. Last look outside. Yep. Thank you for being nice. You know, it's a shame. It's only like, 4% of the people that decide to be jerks. And those 4% are surely jerks when they have an attitude about it. That happened this week with somebody who was associated with somebody else because we simply said, hey, just want to let you know that's a 15-minute parking spot. And they got all knickers wired out of shape and bent out of shape and started complaining about it to everybody. And it's like, whatever. You're so privileged. So privileged. I'm getting that off with privileged. Privileged. Still double audio? We're not double audio, are we? Shouldn't be. Shouldn't have been double audio. But I guess it was. Yeah, speaking of coffee, I gotta agree with coffee. This is the same guy. SE Lock and Key. Okay, glad you got it. Okay, bye. I'm the best. Oh! He got it. Anyway, y'all, thanks for joining in, everybody. If I missed you in the comments, lockpicking gal, what's up? No, okay. I think I fixed the double audio, so hopefully I'm screwy. Disassemble Lock Force. I got to go put the extra thing up in my thing because there's nonstop people pulling in, wanting their little spot of heaven parking because, you know, it's not like there's a huge empty parking lot across the street that they could go to. Huge empty parking lot. I see some are smart enough to figure that out. Anyway, thanks for joining in, y'all. Saturday Morning Live 37. I'm going to go sweep. I hope y'all have a great weekend. That was a rewind. Hope y'all have a great weekend. It's going to be nice. So unfortunately, that means I may have to do yard work this weekend as well because they started our roof yesterday. They started making a lot of noise and tearing a lot of stuff up. And I just realized that it is drying out enough to have to do yard work that I've been luckily able to avoid for the past 3 or 4 weekends. The end of the season mowing, the last cleanup of the season has not been done yet. And unless we get really lucky with rain in the next few hours, I think I'm SOL. Keep me in your thoughts. Because I hate doing our yard. Alrighty, y'all. Have a great one. We'll see you next time. I don't know of what videos are going to come out next, so I can't really recommend the answer to that question. So I guess you'll just see whatever I come up with next. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a great one. Lock Force out. SE Lock and Key.